How about them Cowboys?
Angry Cowboys fan, are you down to ride? Angry Cowboys fan, are you down to ride? Drop a like on the video, go ahead and subscribe.
What's going on, Cowboys Nation and Angry Cowboys fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. And as I woke up this morning and I started scrolling over on X, I saw from Pro Football Talk that Stephen Jones is going to be looking to add a quarterback in this coming NFL draft. That could be some good news for the Dallas Cowboys, be some good news for the Dallas Cowboys offense, but most importantly, it could be some good news for Dak Prescott. How? Find out during this Raw and Uncut. Get ready for the Angry Cowboys fans, Raw and Uncut.
I'm keeping it real. They keep it real. That's real.
All right, Cowboys Nation. Stephen Jones has told some people close to the Dallas Cowboys and has leaked it that he plans on drafting a quarterback in this upcoming draft. Cowboys Nation, this could actually light a fire under Dak Prescott. I believe that was one of the reasons why we spent a 4th round pick for Trey Lance to come to the Dallas Cowboys to light a fire under him. And when Jerry and Stephen Jones saw the performance from Trey Lance in the preseason, they knew that wasn't a viable option, so now they are going to the draft to get that viable option. Let's go ahead and go over to X and take a look at the post from Pro Football Talk. All right, Cowboys Nation, we are over here on X looking at the Pro Football Talk account, and it says right here, with his thumb up in the air, Stephen Jones, one of our goals is to draft a quarterback. And he's talking about drafting a quarterback in this upcoming draft, Cowboys Nation. So it could light a fire under Dak Prescott's butt. So do y'all think this is a good idea, Cowboys Nation? Y'all go ahead and let me know in the comments section. But let's go ahead and go back to the office real quick. Yeah, Cowboys Nation, it is going down. Stephen Jones is looking for a quarterback in this upcoming draft, and I think, honestly, that's a good idea for the Dallas Cowboys. I said earlier in the video that it would be a good idea for Dak Prescott because I believe that if we get a good quality backup quarterback under Dak Prescott that gives him a little bit of fear of losing his job, I feel that the performance from number 4 will be even better. See, some things, you have somebody that's behind you that's looking to take your job, whether it's a Dan Quinn to a Mike McCarthy. You're going to try to do your job even better. You know, we had Trey Lance behind him, and like I said, after that preseason game, I believe Dak Prescott was able to firmly set his foot in the quarterback position and knows that nobody's going to take his position. Trey Lance is not going to take his position. That whole 4th round pick thing, that was just to light a fire, and now everybody sees that it's not going to happen. But what if we can land somebody like a Jackson Dart? Whenever I did my mock draft, Shedeur Sanders fell to 41. So what if you come across Shedeur Sanders in the 2nd round of the NFL draft? Do you take him? Do you take him and allow him to build his quarterback repertoire in the NFL under Dak Prescott and then eventually take Dak Prescott's spot with this last contract negotiation? Because I truly feel, Cowboys Nation, this is the last quarterback extension that the Dallas Cowboys will give Dak Prescott unless he takes team-friendly discounts to be able to retire a Dallas Cowboy. And as we look over here on Pro Football Focus Draft Simulator, you can see all the quarterbacks that would be available to a Stephen Jones if they indeed wanted to pick a quarterback within the first couple rounds of this NFL draft. I honestly hope that they don't spend the 1st or the 2nd draft pick on a quarterback. I hope with the compensatory picks that we have in the 5th round that we can attain a quarterback with one of those picks. So with the 5th round pick, you could probably get a Kyle McCord or a Quinn Ewers from Texas. But also one thing that the Dallas Cowboys are known for, they're known for drafting undrafted free agents in the quarterback position. Just look at the history of the Dallas Cowboys with Tony Romo. Tony Romo came in as an undrafted free agent and shook the house, rocked the house, set it on fire, broke records for the Dallas Cowboys, and this is something that can happen in this upcoming draft. And don't forget The Dallas Cowboys acquired Will Grier back last year before the year ended. He came back to be the Dallas Cowboys backup quarterback. They were looking to either get rid of Trey Lance or extend him. I don't think that they were going to do that, so they brought Will Grier back. That means you can get rid of Cooper Rush and Trey Lance to be able to have a quality backup that knows the system, that has been with the Dallas Cowboys before, and that can help a drafted quarterback in this upcoming draft just become a Dallas Cowboys quarterback, be able to help them in the quarterback room. But what do you guys think? Who do y'all think we should draft as the quarterback? I really want to know in the comment section. So please take advantage in the comment section to let me know who your quarterback draft prospect would be for our Dallas Cowboys. And yesterday during Sports Junkies Live, I was able to go on there and press the link and go up there and talk to a few knowledgeable Dallas Cowboys fans, as well as a knowledgeable Cowboys content creator and sports junkie, about if Shedeur Sanders fell to the Dallas Cowboys for pick 12, should we attain him? I'm going to ask this question to you, my Angry Cowboys fan family members. If Shedeur Sanders falls to number 12, should we spend the first round pick on a backup quarterback? One thing that I think that we should reserve our first 3 picks for people that can actually come to this team and start now, that can make an impact right now. That's why I say if you use a 5th round compensatory pick on a backup quarterback, he can have that time to develop under Dak Prescott and Will Grier and the new quarterbacks coach for the Dallas Cowboys and be acclimated to the Dallas Cowboys offense and scheme under Brian Schottenheimer. And I've done so much research when it comes to the quarterbacks draft prospects. Jackson Dart, that man, he looks really good. He has wheels. He's able to have great precision, great accuracy on deep passes, something that the Dallas Cowboys have under Dak Prescott. And we want to continue that with any quarterback that comes into the Cowboys organization. And I also feel that the quarterback position is not one that you want to look toward free agency to get, unless there is a quarterback in free agency that the Dallas Cowboys can attain for cheap. And let me also talk real quick to the Dallas Cowboys fans out there, the ones who say that Dak Prescott isn't it. Why do we look for a savior for the Dallas Cowboys? Why do we look toward Dak Prescott to be Superman when every other quarterback in the league needs help? Whenever we're asking the front office to help Dak Prescott, to get him weapons, to be able to take some of the pressure off himself, as well as CD Lamb, people get in my comment section saying, dang, Dak Prescott need all this help? Why Dak Prescott need all this help? He had 9 All-Pros the other year. Those 9 All-Pros are not created equal around the NFL, Cowboys Nation. They're not. Like I said in Sports Junkies Live yesterday, if I had 9 All-Pros and I could pick where they were, I would like to have the 9 All-Pros, kind of like the San Francisco 49ers had, and their key specialty players, like their fullback, their running back, both wide receivers, the edge rusher on the defense. We had 2 All-Pros, and one of them was the punter, and the other one was the kicker in Brandon Aubrey. I would much rather have my quarterback, my running back, both my wide receivers, and maybe my tight end being those All-Pros. But when you have 2 All-Pros on the line of scrimmage, one being Tyler Smith and the other one being Zach Martin, who is retiring this year, I hate to say it, but all pros aren't created equal. So instead of asking Dak Prescott to do everything under the sun for the Dallas Cowboys, whether it's passing in tight window throws or running the football more, maybe if we can get some specialty weapons for the Dallas Cowboys in the running back position, another wide receiver, then Dak Prescott won't have to do as much, and he can conserve that running whenever he needs to, whenever the RPOs call for it. Because if we acquire an Ashton Genty, an Amarion Hampton, or a Travion Henderson, the defense will be keying on the run, kind of like the Kansas City Chiefs did in the Super Bowl with Saquon Barkley. And if that happens, and if they're crashing on the running back, then Dak Prescott, by all means, get a few yards with your legs. But to ask this man to be a running quarterback just because that's the flavor of the month in the NFL, that's just asinine, Cowboys Nation. And to ask this man to do everything under the sun to get us to a Super Bowl, that's kind of asinine as well. But real talk, Cowboys Nation, I kind of like the fact that Stephen Jones is going to be looking toward getting a quarterback for this upcoming draft. I want somebody to be able to learn under Dak Prescott so Dak Prescott can be that bridge quarterback to the new generation of Dallas Cowboys players that's going to be coming in within his contract of 4 years, within the Brian Schottenheimer era. Because if Brian Schottenheimer doesn't get it done in these 4 years, he might not last for another 4. So I consider this the Brian Schottenheimer / Dak Prescott era. And if you can get a quarterback in this upcoming draft with a 5th round compensatory pick, by all means, do so, because it will be advantageous for the Dallas Cowboys organization to not rely solely on Dak Prescott. And if Dak Prescott goes down to another injury, we're going to knock on wood with that. But if he goes down to another injury, you have a viable quarterback option that can go out there, that can use his legs because of his youth, that has a powerful arm, but also has accuracy, something that Trey Lance kind of struggled with. And on a side note, if you can get Trey Lance into the G League, if you can get him into the USFL, by all means, he needs to go in there, get some snaps, get some reps, because he could be a reputable quarterback in the NFL if he had the experience. Being with America's team, being with the Dallas Cowboys and such a magnificent platform, that's not the place to get those reps. When you have a franchise quarterback in Dak Prescott, that's not the place to get the reps. So I wish that they would send him to the USFL so he can get some more experience and be a piece for somebody's organization, for somebody's offense, and he can actually flourish in the NFL. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. What do you feel about Stephen Jones wanting to draft a quarterback in this upcoming draft? Do you like the idea? Or do you think that it would be a wasted draft pick and we need all the draft compensation that we can get to fortify the offensive and defensive lines? Y'all know how we do it. We always talk about it in the comments section. But if you're digging the content and want to help get it out to even more Dallas Cowboys fans, drop a like on this video and please consider sharing it with anybody that you know is a Dallas Cowboys fan. If you are DC for life and can't wait for the NFL draft as well as the free agency to start March 12th, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell to be notified whenever I go live, release a video, podcast episode, film breakdown, draft coverage, or Madden 25 or college football 25 gameplay. And Cowboys Nation, Angry Cowboys Fan family, when myself and Sports Junkie goes live for the Facts Over Feelings, it is going to be solely on the Facts Over Feelings YouTube channel. So if you're not subscribed to the Facts Over Feelings YouTube channel, by all means, head on over there. I'll put the link down in the description. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so you can be notified whenever Facts Over Feelings goes live or releases a video. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan, and I'm out. Dang, Angry Cowboys Fan, you done made it through the entire video. But if you want more content, you can definitely go to this video right here. Or if you want the latest episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan podcast, you can go right here. But whatever you do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, but remain DC for life.